My name is Kristy. I have 6-year-old twins, and I now have a 3-year-old as well. My twins were actually born 9 weeks early. I had to have an emergency C-section, and they were in the NICU for 5 weeks, and I was so caught up in that experience that I didn't really fully think about what was going to happen after my maternity leave was over. When they finally came home from the NICU, I was with them full-time for 2 more months, and I had this choice whether to go back to work or not, and I wasn't prepared to leave my job at that point, and so I went back. A lot of people choose daycare, but when you have 2 kids, it's really cost prohibitive, so I started looking for a nanny, and I found someone who seemed very qualified, who had raised twins herself, and I was miserable. I never saw them. I was gone all day, every day. I would come home from work and they were asleep, and then that nanny quit unexpectedly. I, at that point, decided that I wanted to stay home. And it was more a decision that I was forced to make, but there were so many positive things that came of it. I left my job. I was home with them full-time, and it gave me the confidence that I could do it by myself. I just started to realize more and more that I wanted to be the one at home with them. I wanted to be the one seeing all of their developmental changes and growth, and I wanted to really get to know them in a way that I didn't feel I was able to do when I was working full-time. The hardest thing about adjusting to being home full-time was that I had to plan out a full week of activities, and I think that you have to force yourself to do that and create a schedule. Otherwise, the hours are just endless. I didn't leave my job thinking I was going to start my own business, but I really missed work and needed that flexibility, and I started to craft this business that I knew would work well for me. In my case, because I was a human resources professional, I started doing HR consulting for small companies that didn't have an in-house human resources team, and then I eventually started doing more recruiting, which is what I do now. I have my own executive search firm, and it was something I could do very flexibly from home. So I think you have to be really creative. Parents shouldn't think about the infant experience as being forever. Things change, things shift, you change, your kids change, their needs change, and I think you have to just be open to however your life evolves and what your kids' needs are. But I think with a good support system, you can still have it all in the way that you can work and be satisfied with your professional life and still be home with your kids.